Okay. All right. There we go. All right. We are live. Welcome to episode 645 of the Black Brain Trust. This is Black Tech Talk. We're going to talk about some Y Combinator action in Africa, some COVID smartphone tests, some EV stuffs. So we're going to get a little techie on you guys for a little bit here. Thank you guys for joining us here. I'm going to ask that you guys hit the like button on your way in if you feel so inclined to do so. Also, share this with folks that dig this kind of content. And sorry, drink a little bit of water. Um, Let me pull up the first article and we shall get started. Let's see here. And let me get my screen share up. All right. So this first one, is from TechCrunch. Mono, a startup that wants to build plaid for Africa, gets backing from Y Combinator. Prakar Singh and ex-Paystack employee Abdul Hassan have known each other for 7 years, building different tech products individually and collectively along the way. Before joining Paystack in 2018, Hassan co-founded payment startup Oya Pay the year before. After leaving the Stripe-owned company in 2019, he launched a data startup called Voyance, where Singh, who had already exited one of his products, TransferPay.ng, an offline payment startup, was a software engineer. Last June, the duo started working on Mono, a project that would allow companies to access their customers' financial accounts in Nigeria. By streamlining various data into a single API, companies and third-party developers can retrieve vital information like account statements, real-time balance, historical transactions, income, expense, and account owner identification. Of course, this isn't without users' consent, as they are required to log in with their internet or mobile login credentials before any transaction takes place. Following a series of tests and iterations, Mono launched its beta male version in August, with Hassan as CEO and Singh as CTO. A month later, the startup closed on a $500,000 pre-seed investment from early-stage investors like Lateral Capital, Ventures Platform, Golden Palm Investments, and RallyCap. It was one of the notable pre-seed rounds on the continent because of the length of time it took from launch to funding, a trait other API fintech startups in the region share, albeit with significantly longer timelines. In a region where more than half of the population is either unbanked or underbanked, Mike V has talked extensively about this. These open finance players are trying to improve financial inclusion on the continent. Open finance thrives on the notion that with access to financial ecosystem via open APIs and new routes to move money, access financial information, and make borrowing decisions, the barriers and cost of entry for the unbanked and underbanked might come down. This is interesting right here. Open finance. Okay. That means tools that are openly available for you to develop fintech applications, right? Open finance thrives on the notion that with access to a financial ecosystem via open APIs. However, for Hassan, Mono's play overlaps open finance and open banking. Although the two terminologies portray what these African startups want to accomplish, the CEO believes that they are subject to regulation from the government and Apex financial institutions. Mono is a data company playing in the fintech space, he says. Yeah, right. Keep that language safe, brother. He likened Mono to how Google was in the early days when it started with a simple mission to organize the world's information and make it accessible. Decades later, Google has metamorphosed into an internet giant playing in a plethora of sectors. If you ask me, I'll say we don't see ourselves entirely in open banking or finance, he told Crunch Tech. Today, we're concerned about how we can get data from different sources and aggregate into a database where businesses can get an access to them with our users' consent. Down the line, we can use this data for different use cases and solve various problems. Mono has already secured partnerships with more than 16 financial institutions in Nigeria and has little over 100 businesses like Carbon, Ren Money, Flutterwave, and Indicina using its platform. They process about 5 million data sets per hour, the CEO claims. These clients are mainly lending companies with a few others in prop tech and health prop tech. So look that up. And health tech, which allows users to pay for their services in installments. But there are plans to diversify this clientele. One such way will be to improve onboarding processes on applications through its one-click sign-up feature. From a user's perspective, here's how it works when considering two savings applications. Users submit their KYC, I'm not sure what that is, to the first savings app. But for one reason or another, maybe due to a better interest rate, some users switch to a second savings app. However, there's little hassle in that a second KYC is needed for this process. What Mono has done with the one-click sign-up feature is to let users transfer their data from the first app to the second app without repeating the process. And to that end, Mono has partnered with two of Nigeria's leading savings and investment platforms to roll out the service. First, we've enabled companies with a new infrastructure that allows them to get access to customers' financial accounts and understand their history before giving them loans or any financial service. Now we think with the new generation of companies coming up in Africa, Mono will be one to power their onboarding processes. Some remarks on the platform's offerings. I think that's what the app looks like right there. For any investor, Mono's sticky features coupled with explosive growth looks too good for an opportunity to pass on. Today, the 6-month-old startup, damn, so they're only 6 months old. Boop. Announced, 6 months old and already received $500,000 in pre-seed investment. 6-month-old startup announced that it has been accepted into Y Combinator's Winter 2021 batch. It will receive 125, so that's 625 in seed funding, with an opportunity to receive follow-up investment after graduating in March. Startup joins 39 other African startups per YC. Wait. Hold on. Okay. YC data, which have passed through the accelerator since 2009. Getting into the accelerator helps Mono with one of its biggest challenges. According to Hassan, Mono has come across users who are still skeptical to input their internet banking details on the platform due to personal experiences with online fraud in the country. I was going to say something. I'm going to shut my mouth. Today, it has nothing to do with the good people of Nigeria. It has more to do with the conversation I actually had online on YouTube. Today, we've been focusing on building, and I think we've gotten to a stage where we're seeing some people not wanting to use their internet banking on Mono. But with YC's backing and a conscious offline marketing plan afterwards, the founder thinks Mono's credibility can get a lift. At Paystack, where Hassan was product manager, he was privileged to experience firsthand the company's innovation and growth before it was acquired by Stripe last year. Stripe getting in the fintech game in Africa. He says he learned the ropes of product development, management, and hiring lessons that have stuck with him to Mono, a company now with 13 staff across Nigeria and India. The plan for Mono is to be a global company, and getting into Y Combinator provides the perfect opportunity to do so. The company is also planning an imminent Pan-African expansion to Ghana and Kenya. And from all indication, Mono might execute one, if not two, before end of Q1. Setting up the company for expansion and the hiring spree that comes with it will require capital. So the seed round is in the works to facilitate the whole process. That is from TechCrunch. Okay. Let me do this here. Let me check the chat. Say hello to everyone that's popped in. Sir Obadiah, what's going on? Professor Black Ops, Auto Peace, Jay Shine, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Welcome. Prop tech is used for real estate. Appreciate you on that one. Thank you. Property tech. Duh. I'm a dork. All right, let's see here. All right, this one is from SciTech Daily. Smartphone-based COVID-19 test developed that delivers results in 10 minutes. Salute to Mike B for shooting this one over to me. The method analyzes saliva samples and delivers results in about 10 minutes. Researchers at the University of Arizona are developing a COVID-19 test method that uses a smartphone microscope to analyze saliva samples and deliver results in about 10 minutes. Now, I have always said this. The technology in your modern day smartphone essentially makes that thing a damn it, what was those devices called on Star Trek? A tricorder. Okay, so I mean, everything from infrared camera to microphones to the Touch ID technology to everything, man. The smartphone can do all kind of shit. You just have to create the application. The University of Arizona research team led by biomedical engineer Professor Jung Yul Yoon aims to combine the speed of existing nasal swab antigen tests with the high accuracy of nasal swab PCR, or polymerase chain reaction tests. Researchers are adapting an expensive and inexpensive method that they originally created to detect norovirus, the microbe famous for spreading on cruise ships, using a smartphone microscope. They plan to use the method in conjunction with a saline swish gargle test. I don't know why that made me laugh. A saline swish gargle test. Developed by Michael Warrelbay, head of Arizona Department of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology and Associate Director of the University of Arizona Bio5 Institute. The team's latest research using water samples, done in collaboration with Kelly A. Reynolds, Chair of Department of Community, Environment, and Policy in the Arizona Mel and Enid Zuckerman College of Public Health. Jesus Christ, that's a long-ass name. But I'm pretty sure their endowment was pretty hefty, which is what gave them the name of that program. We've outlined it so that other scientists can basically repeat what we did and create a neurovirus detecting device, said Lane Breshears, a biomedical engineering doctoral student in Yoon's lab. Our goal is that if you want to adapt it for something else, we've adapted it for COVID-19. That you'll have the ingredients you'll need to basically make your own device. Oh shit. Pay attention, y'all. The link is in the description, by the way, so let's see if there's any additional information about how you can maybe even get this stuff to make your own device. Pardon me. Yoon, a Bio5 Institute member who is also a professor of biosystems engineering, animal and comparative biomedical sciences, and chemistry and biochemistry, is working with a large group of undergraduate and graduate students to develop the smartphone-based COVID-19 detection method. I have a couple of friends who had COVID-19 that were super frustrated because their PCR results were taken 6 or even 7 days, or they were getting false negatives from rapid antigen tests. False negatives. But when they got their final PCR test, they found out they had been sick, like they suspected, said Katie Sosnowski, a biomedical engineering doctoral student who works in Yoon's lab. It's really cool to be working on a detection platform that can get fast results that are also accurate. Traditional methods for detection of norovirus and other pathogens are often expensive, involve a large suite of laboratory equipment or laboratory equipment, depending on whether you speak United States English or or European English. I speak United States English, but I said the European English or require scientific expertise. The smartphone-based neurovirus has developed at Arizona University. Or just say U of A. Consists of a smartphone, a simple microscope, and a simple piece of microfluidic paper, a wax-coated paper that guides the liquid sample to flow through specific channels. It is smaller and cheaper than other tests, with the components costing about $45. What? You can get your own coronavirus testing business cracking. I'm just saying. The basis of the technology described in a 2019 paper published in the journal ACS Omega is relatively simple. Users introduce antibodies with fluorescent beads to potentially contaminated water sample. If enough particles of the pathogen are present in the sample, several antibodies attach each pathogen. Several antibodies attached to each pathogen particle. Can't talk. Under a microscope, the pathogen particles show up as little clumps of fluorescent beads, which the user can then count. 1 coronavirus, 2 coronavirus, 3 coronavirus. The process, adding beads to the sample, soaking a piece of paper in the sample, then taking a smartphone photograph of it under a microscope and counting the beads, takes about 10 to 15 minutes. It's so simple, easy, even a caveman can do it. No, that's not what it is. Dude, that shit just came out. I didn't even think about saying that shit. Oh damn. Okay. It's so simple that human says, and non-scientists can learn how to do it by watching a brief video. Oh damn. All right. The version of technology described in the Nature Protocols paper makes further improvements, such as creating a 3D printed housing for the microscope attachment and fluidic paper chip. The paper also introduces a method called adaptive thresholding. Previously, researchers set a fixed value for what quantity of pathogen constituted a danger, which limited precision levels. The new version uses artificial intelligence to set the danger threshold and account for environmental differences, such as the type of smartphone. So they're like, okay, well, our software has to account for whether your phone is a piece of shit or not, and the quality of the paper. Dutchies always, bro. If you're gonna be rolling them up. The researchers plan to partner with testing facilities at the University of Arizona to fine-tune their method as they adopt it for COVID-19 detection. Pardon me. Pending approval of the university's institutional review board, students who are already tested on campus through other methods will have the option to provide written consent for their sample to be run through the smartphone-based testing device as well. Ultimately, the researchers envision distributing the device to campus hubs so that the average, at best, person. Stop it, Ulysses, stop it. So the average person, such as a resident assistant in a dorm, could test saliva samples from groups of people. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna stop it right there because I'm having too much fun with that. All right, Mike, what up? Hold on one second. I'll post a link. I can't keep it too long though, shit, because I got a shorty getting out of school here in a bit, and it's gonna be daddy-daughter time in a little while. But I was planning to get the Sapio live stream cracking early because I had some vegan well, vegetarian tacos, and man, I don't know, but some stomach shit came down, man. I ended up going to sleep and I totally slipped. So I was gonna try to do it earlier today. Because me and my daughter, we were gonna make some sort of vegan dish tonight for dinner, and I'm gonna need that time to cook. So I was gonna try to get the live streams out of the way early. So I wanted to kind of burn through these, read them, uh, and then me and my little one go to the grocery store. I think we're gonna make pasta primavera, man. I got a dope recipe for that, man. We're gonna do a food live stream here pretty soon. Share your favorite recipes. All right, this one is from CoinDesk. Visa signals further crypto ambitions with API pilot for bank customers to buy Bitcoin. Yikes. Visa is working with Anchorage to allow customers at traditional banks to buy and sell digital assets such as Bitcoin. Okay, so I thought it was just going to be Bitcoin. Visa is piloting a suite of application programming interfaces, APIs. Now, we just covered that actually with the African fintech startup that Y Combinator got behind. Okay, so now this is Visa getting its API game on. Visa is piloting a suite of application programming interfaces that will allow banks to offer Bitcoin services, the payment giant announced Wednesday. The Visa Crypto API pilot will let clients easily connect into infrastructure provided by Visa's partner, Anchorage, a federally chartered digital asset bank, to allow their customers to buy and sell digital assets such as Bitcoin as investment within their existing customer experiences. Gotta love the word salad. Visa said in a press statement within their existing customer experiences. What is existing customer experiences? Have you ever been within your existing customer experiences before? Visa envisions a product that extends to other cryptocurrencies and stable coins, as well as other crypto services such as trading. Visa crypto lead Kai Sheffield told CoinDesk in an interview, Digital Bank First Boulevard is the first bank involved in the pilot. Visa has issued a wait list for other banks. Previously, Visa has been focused on helping crypto companies issue bank cards and has partnered with 35 crypto firms to date, but this is the first time the company has offered crypto services to banks. Last week, Visa CEO Al Kelly said during an earnings call that stablecoins could be used for global commerce. Shout out to Thai City and Lionel, adding that to the extent a specific digital currency becomes a recognized means of exchange, there's no reason why we cannot add it to our network. XRP. This is shifting to the next phase of Visa strategy, where we're looking at how Visa can also be a bridge between the thousands of financial institutions, and help them tap into the growing world of crypto assets and blockchain networks. Sheffield told CoinDesk in an interview, "We're excited to see what early tests and consumer engagement looks like for things like dollar cost averaging to buy Bitcoin, or on things like earning Bitcoin back as rewards." Oh shit, now we're earning Bitcoin rewards. Wow. Similarly, digital asset manager NYDIG tapped banking technology provider Movin to offer NYDIG's APIs for buying, selling, and holding crypto to Movin's bank customers. Shit. This is happening fast, you guys. Both products come in the wake of several letters from the U.S. Office of the Comptroller of the Currency giving banks the green light to custody crypto. Oh. And the ability to conduct payments and other activities with stable coins. Oh man. Okay, let me give Lionel a call. I think we got some things I want to throw his way for Friday's financial fellowship, man. Yeah, we got a lot to dig into. Wow. Visa's news also comes after Anchorage became the first OCC approved national crypto bank. National crypto bank. Although Sheffield said that Visa has been working on this product with Anchorage and regulators long before custodian's charter was granted. Look at that shit, dude. So, when the traditional banking industry was poo-pooing on all this shit, guess what they've been doing? Working on this product long before. Jamie Dimon, anyway. Creating a black crypto bank. Give me a minute. I need some water. Hold on. I need some water. Because this one's going to be heavy. The news also coincided with an announcement that Visa that it would be partnering with 5 black banks and fintechs to offer financial and business services that cater to the black community. Now, hold on one second. First Boulevard. The first firm to join the Visa pilot is a digital bank that is building tools to help African Americans passively build wealth. Okay, hold on. Let's do this right now. We are going to pull up. Okay, let me find. Where is your web sizzle? First Boulevard Bank. Okay, do you guys have a website? Okay. If anybody can find a website on these dudes, can we get this so we can do a little you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh wait. First Boulevard, formerly as 10th Bank. The digital black bank. 10th Bank? Let's look that up real quick. Sorry you guys, I'm digressing. And I really don't have the time to be doing this, but shit, hold on. 10th Bank. 10th National Bank is this you guys? 10th National Bank. 10th Bank. No. They don't have where's your fucking website? Oh damn. Damn it, that's my business partner too. Shit. Alright, dude, I'll call you back. Okay, if anybody can find that, that'd be awesome. I got like a whole lot of shit going on right now. Like my business partner's calling me and I'm literally in the middle of this. Alright, dude, I'll call you back. Okay. So anyway, First Boulevard, that is a black bank. And they're partnered with Visa in this project here. The bank plans on using the Bitcoin services and its partnership with Visa to educate its customers about Bitcoin as a way to close the general wealth disparities faced by black communities, said Donald Hawkins, President and CEO of First Boulevard. So, I mean, listen, for those out there thinking, maybe perhaps you missed the boat or you're too late, or I mean, this right here, this is encouraging news. Right now, we actually have our black banking infrastructure that services our communities getting into the digital space, right? So it's about being educated on the actual things you need to be educated about. Things such as this. I think this might be a good time to maybe look up First Boulevard or 10th Bank if we can fucking find a website and open up an account. I'm just saying. In the future, Hopkins said he hopes his customers come to the bank rather than YouTube for information about investing cryptos. Well, you know, Hopkins, what I would like for you to do is provide us with a goddamn website. Currently, First Boulevard offers customers 15% cash back for spending at black-owned businesses. Oh, a light bulb just literally went off above my head and then burst. In the future, Hawkins plans to allow bank customers to put those rewards into crypto investments or high-yield crypto savings accounts, i.e., things like ETFs and shit like that. First Boulevard plans to partner with Visa on financial education in addition to using the crypto services plugins. There you go. Look at that. Get educated, right? I would say sub to crypto on crypto with Lionel, but you can also, like I said, if we can get a website, crypto is a gateway to financial literacy, Sheffield said. It's much easier to get people excited about money and important concepts around investing by just explaining what Bitcoin is. The bank also plans to offer resources for investing in real estate, such as micro investing. Okay, that's kind of like that shit you do at Cash App, but only more like legit. Normally, banks in traditional finance have to get buy-in from the board and management before making a play in the crypto space. At first, the Boulevard jumping into crypto was serendipitous, Hawkins said. Our target market is Black Gen Z and what the fuck? Our target market is Black Gen Z and millennial women. Huh? What? The majority of our team is made up exactly of our target market. So cryptocurrency has been a hot topic in our Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh dude, give me a second. Oh my god. I can't believe I just read that shit. Ah. Huh. Huh. You guys heard that, right? That was that that's worth that last part. I don't know. I'm gonna have to revisit that one, man. We may have to have an open chat about that shit. Cause that really? Okay. Okay. All right. Damn. Damn. Fem Crypto Gang. Hashtag. Damn. Okay. That one fucked my head up. All right. Woo. Okay. TechCrunch. Venmo to gain crypto budgeting, savings, and Honey integrations this year. Damn, dude. Everybody getting their fintech on, y'all. Venmo mobile payments app is going to look very different in 2021 as it inches closer to neobank. Ooh, that's a new term. We're gonna have to look into that. Neobank. Oh shit. Sorry. I messed up. Neobank territory with expansions into budgeting, savings, and cryptocurrency, said Venmo parent company PayPal during its fourth quarter earnings on Wednesday. The company also plans to put its $4 billion Honey acquisition. Damn, Venmo owns Honey now. Huh. To work by integrating its suite of shopping tools into the Venmo app. Wow. Including merchant offers, deals, price tracking, and wish lists. I might need to do an anti-grab. We might have to start selling our shit on Venmo. PayPal already signaled its intentions to bring cryptocurrencies to Venmo. The company entered the crypto market last November by adding support for buying, holding, and selling cryptocurrencies in the U.S. through a partnership with the regulated crypto services provider Paxos Trust Company. At the time, PayPal noted it would bring a similar feature to its Venmo app during 2021. Well, yeah, all you're going to do is just kind of tailor it to it, but you're going to use Paxos. That time frame is still on track, PayPal confirmed during its earnings call with investors. The company said the next few months, Venmo users will gain the ability to buy, hold, sell cryptos. Goddamn. Inside the Venmo mobile app, along with other investment alternatives. This statement refers to PayPal's work with central banks who are developing their own digital currencies on the blockchain. I don't know. There's a few people who aren't PUAs who have been talking about this for a very long time. Other changes to Venmo makes the app sound as if it's becoming more of a neobank competitor. For example, PayPal said it will work with its financial industry partners this year to introduce features like budgeting and saving tools, as well as bill pay options inside PayPal, additions that are common to modern-day mobile banking apps. On Venmo, the forthcoming savings feature will look similar to PayPal's existing PayPal Cash Plus account. Yes, this is because PayPal owns Venmo, where it's partners with financial institutions to provide FDIC pass-through insurance. This shit's going to even be backed by the FDIC. Today, funds held in the Cash Plus account are eligible for this insurance only if customers have a PayPal Cash Card debit. Ooh, maybe I should. Never mind. Anyway, have enrolled in direct deposit or have established goals in their Cash Plus account. Venmo now has the pieces in place to offer the same. Yes, you just port the same technology over. Another change includes the Honey integration, which PayPal has been promising for some time. Now the company is offering more details around what those integrations will look like. It said the plan is to integrate Honey's features into both its PayPal and Venmo platforms in the first half of 2021, including Honey's wish list, price monitoring tools, deals, coupons, and rewards. This integration, I just had another thought. Shit. There's so much you can do with that. Oh my God. This integration will allow merchants, they're probably going to talk about it right here. This integration will allow merchants to target specific demographics of PayPal and Venmo customers with personalized offers and discounts, thanks to PayPal's two-sided marketplace. In other words, the company will attempt to capture the consumer in its earlier stages of the shopping process when they're browsing for deals, looking up prices, or searching for specific goods. Honey's shopping tools could point them to a matching deal, and then why can't I talk? And then the customer could complete the checkout process using the Venmo app. Are they kind of trying to compete with Amazon? These new tools will arrive at a time when the pandemic has forced more commerce to shift online, as retail stores and other in-person retail opportunities decline due to the stores' closures and government lockdowns. Plus, some people today now just prefer to shop online because they no longer feel safe in physical retail stores where basic safety measures like mask wearing and social distancing aren't enforced, as people are not given AF. This broader acceleration of e-commerce and contactless payments has helped PayPal to add 1.4 million new merchants in the quarter. That's in a quarter. 3 months. 4 months. 3 months. It now has 29 million merchants across its platform who interact with nearly 350 million consumers. Meanwhile, Venmo's total payment volume grew 60% year over year to $47 billion, and its customer base grew 32%, ending just shy of 70 million accounts. The company expects I need some water. The company expects its revenues to approach $900 million in 2021. Damn near $1 billion in revenue. Venmo has been rapidly expanding beyond just a payments app in recent months. It's launched its first credit card, which will be 100% rolled out by month end, as well as QR codes for in-store shopping. Ooh, that's dope. Damn, you just scan the QR code and sold.
Der erste Gedanke, den ich
Business
hatte, war,
profiles and cash checking features that arrive just in time to handle customers
andere
like
Gedanken hatte ich
just
ehrlich
a
gesagt
time to
nicht.
handle customer stimulus checks. But Venmo doesn't aim to be a full neobank, of course not, at least not yet. Instead, it imagines itself as more of a digital wallet of sorts. Interesting. Today's digital reality is rapidly accelerating the need for a digital wallet that encompasses payments, financial services, and shopping, explained PayPal CEO Dan Schulman speaking to investors. This year, our digital wallet will change more than it ever has. Uh-oh, wait. Hold on. No. Wait a minute. Shit. I thought I had the stuff queued up right, but I didn't. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. All right. Let's see here. Today's digital reality is rapidly accelerating the need for a digital wallet that encompasses payments, financial. I think I read out the part. Yeah, I think we're going to see a real bend in a historic rate of engagement, and it's going to be all around that super app functionality in that digital wallet, moving well beyond just payments, Shulman said. Boop. Let's see here. Let me check the chat. Yeah, what's going on? Feminist crypto. Why would you cut out half the market? Because your heterosexual black male ass doesn't mean anything. Oh, I'm being facetious. But I mean, I don't know. That's one message I guess you can take away. Jeez, because that was weird, given this platform, right? Oh my god. Isn't all money digital for the most part via money creation and promissory notes? Not. No. 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 We're talking about from ledger on up, digital, not you know traditional currency, and then there's a matching digital ledger, which really is just it works fundamentally different with cryptos via blockchain. So what we're talking about is blockchain technology first and foremost, and then you go up from there. Let's see. Yeah, Honey's basically it's a coupon AI. Yep, you got it. Engineering cannabis. Yeah, Whole Foods got QRs. Yep. All right, let me get to the next article here. I got like a few before I got to step away. All right. This one is from How We Made It in Africa, Namibia. An entrepreneur quits job, moves back home to start agribusiness venture. Even Nagula, 29, grew up in the town of Ondagwa on the north in the north of Namibia. The villages in this part of the country are characterized by the waving heads of mahangu before it is harvested in May or June every year. Mahangu is a hardy and drought-resistant pearl millet. For those of y'all who don't, millet is kind of like a cereal grain that belongs to the grass family, indigenous to the region. Ngula knew the majority of the people living in the rural villages around Ondagwa always have excess mahangu that they look to sell to local millers to make flour. After harvest, they always have grain stored throughout the year. I realized availability would not be a problem for a milling business, Ngula explains. It was while he was a production manager for Namibia Grape Company in the south of the country near the Orange River that Ngula conceptualized and planned his venture. In June 2020, African grain millage was found. I always wanted to venture into food production, specifically a product the majority of the population consumes. Initially, I thought about eggs, but they perished quickly, so I decided on mahangu flour. Ngula studied agriculture at the University of Namibia, but amidst his 4 years at Namibia Grape Company is where he mastered the ins and outs of food production. Look, man, I always felt as though you learn more on the job than you do in school. I never knew exactly where to start. At Namibia Grape Company, I learned about food safety, food protocols, everything about packing, even exports and logistics. What I tell you. He wanted to move back north because he missed his home and he knew he was ready for a new challenge. Before resigning, he put the branding of his new company in place and finalized the registration. Good man. That's what I'm saying, dude. Get your shit cracking before you leave your damn job. That's what's up. This took longer than a year when regulatory officials needed to social distance stay home under various COVID-19 lockdowns in the country. Man, that's what screwed me and anti-grav up last year. That's good. We got it for 2021 though. Using money he had saved up over 4 years of receiving production bonuses at Namibia Grape Company and supplementing these funds with a personal loan from the bank. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Fund your own shit. Use your job, fund your business, get the stuff cracking while you're working, and then when it's ready to pop, you chunk deuces. So, this ain't difficult, man. Nagula procured the required machines, packed up everything, and moved back home. Like I said, chunk them deuces. Nagula never wants to relive those first couple of weeks after the company manufactured and packaged its first products. He reached out to retailers, delivered sample packages, and contacted them constantly, trying to get his products to the end consumer, often not hearing back from them at all. Vowing not to become disheartened, Nagula approached smaller retailers near the company's base in Ondagwa. These shopkeepers were eager to stock his products, but did not have the cap. Watch, he gave them like net 30s or net 60s or some shit. Watch, uh, the shopkeepers were not eager to stock his product. They did not have the cash flow to pay up front. I had to adapt my strategy to provide stock on credit. What I tell you, he gave them net 30s. That's how you got to work with your customers sometimes, man. He also added another distribution channel. You got it, bro. You got it. That's what I mean. You got to work all this shit into your business model, hand it off to the people that are going to be your points of sales and distribution and work with them. That's what I'm like, dude, front them a net 30 or a net 60. Good shit. He also added another distribution channel to boost sales. We have this initiative where individuals can act as our agents. I had to holler at this dude, man. I don't know, I don't know, maybe he's like psychopathically wired into my head because I model everything out this way. I send them the products at wholesale price, and they provide it to tuck shop owners in the community. Okay, so tuck shop owners, these are people who have like the little mobile tuck shop, the tuck tucks, but they're like mobile shopkeepers. Since those first couple of weeks, things have picked up, and now 6 months later, African grill millers have to boost production by adding a second shift. Look at that. You front the net 30 or the net 60. You got to give it the 30 or the 60 days, right? Money starts coming in, but then you're fronting. Now, what you have is you have sort of like a cycle of money coming in, and then it really just becomes like proper accounting for what's going out, what's coming in, what's going out, what's coming in. Some vendors or shopkeepers, because let's say if they're doing a higher volume, but they're like, okay, because I'm doing more volume, I need you to like spot me a little bit more. So what you can either do is, well, you can give them more and still stay on the net 30, or give them a little bit more and then give them a little more time. You can work with them, man. An early lesson he learned is not to overpromise in the quest to win customers. No, dude, the axiom is under promise, over deliver. Okay. Always remember that. Under promise, over deliver. Okay. So what you promise your client or customer, like you intentionally set his expectations, right, on one level, and then you over deliver. So his expectations are going to be one thing, and then when they come and see the product, they're going to be like, "What the fuck?" Like, wow, because see, that's not what they were expecting. So you under promise, over deliver. That's how you always win business. The company receives an order close to capital city Windhoek and agreed on a delivery date. It started raining, and Nagula discovered the one delivery vehicle had a leak, which would compromise the Mahangu during the transportation process. African grain millers could not deliver on time. The company now factors in additional time for larger orders to protect the integrity of the brand. That's called lead time. It's called lead time. Well, anytime we get stuff shipped from China, they always tell us 5 days to account for shit like that. Right. See, so anytime we get stuff shipped over, I don't once the money's gone from the account, I don't expect it to go out until 5 days from the point. So that 5 days gives them the time to get everything ready and kind of make sure logistically everything's all set. African Grain Millers receives its supply of mahangu from the local farmers in the community. These growers approach the company, who then sends someone to evaluate the size and quality of the grain before agreeing on a price for the purchase. Some of the growers bring their grain to the warehouse facility where processing takes place, and African Grain Millers also uses its own vehicles to collect the procured product. It cleans, grinds, and mills the mahangu and packages it for delivery to the retailers and agents. While there are other mahangu millers in Namibia, Ngula believes his company has the distinct advantage to become the brand of choice. Pop's collar. Firstly, he says the company produces mahangu flour of higher quality because its milling process is slower. I had. All right, dude, let me shut up. We take our time to process this and it makes for a finer bag of mahangu. He also believes the company has an edge over competition due to its extra emphasis on marketing through various social media platforms. Yeah, man. Gula says Mahangu is in demand thanks to its historic prevalence in the community. More than half the population prefer Mahangu over other alternatives. While agents are currently bringing in orders, established retail is where growth lies and takes up the majority of African grain millers' production capacity. The company has managed to secure some shelf space in the local stores of major retailer Spar, as well as independent outlets in the northern towns of Sumed and okay, I'm not going to try to butcher this. Ojiwarongo. I think I got it. Ngula is already planning to procure more machinery and appoint new employees in the next quarter to support growing demand. Man, he's got it on lock, man. He's got it on lock. All right, let me check the chat. You can always know how serious a person is about their business by asking them how much they put up. Net 60 says net 60 you're out of business unless you got an amazing line of credit. You'll have a lot of write downs. Well, re-up, it also depends on what kind of business you're talking about, man. Like if you're doing like industrial equipment machinery, you might be even doing more than a net 60. So it just really just depends. When you have long payment terms, you begin to have cash flow issues. Like I said, once again, it depends. That all depends. All depends on how you've arranged those payments to happen, or how you've arranged to acquire those payments. All depends. There's a multitude of ways to secure your payments. Okay, so look, I mean, I've done business in a multitude of industries and have had to come up with creative ways to make things happen. So where there's a will, there's a way. We Kill Dragons. I did, bro. I did listen to the album. Let me say this, because I can't digress too much, man. I got to quickly get through this, and because me and my daughter got to take off. Okay, it's good. Like I said, I don't know what it is about Jay Electronica. I never thought he was whack or anything. It's good, and I listened to it. Like he's spitting lyrically, is dope. I like how he flipped the production. You know, he's rapping to the production style. But I got the same effect that I always get from him. I'm like, oh, this is cool. It's like J. Cole. I'll be like, yeah, this is cool. I don't think it's whack. I just be like, it's cool. And you know, Jay Electronica, like it was cool. I mean, I'll even say it was dope. but I just never. I don't know, man. Like certain cats was hard on it, man. That's what me and my homies used to argue about all the time over that dude. And I just be like, man, he's good, man. I don't know. I don't see the. I'm not saying he's whack. He's dope, but I don't. I can't give him more than that. You know what I mean? But I listened to it. I did listen to it, fam, and I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for sending that through. Okay, next one. This is from Wired. Edge computing is about to solve IoT's biggest problems. 2021 will showcase the real power of distributed computing with significant processing taking place not in centralized servers in the cloud, but on the edge. Man, we talked a lot about this last year. Edge, cloud, and edge computing of the network where much of the data we rely on is generated. This will deliver big gains not only in the computing but also in the lives of the increasing number of people who will be connected to the power of the internet as a result. Edge computing will be crucial to the success of IoT. Between them, IoT devices from smartphones and smartwatches to tiny computers embedded in machines like my scooters and infrastructure generate huge amounts of data. This is processed in the cloud, which relevant data then is sent back to the device, instructing it on how to act. But latency, the time it takes for the data to travel between 2 points on the internet, makes this setup unreliable for time critical applications such as those used by medical devices, for example, which need to process and react to sensor data almost instantly. Or if you have a fleet of like 1,000 scooters out in the streets at one moment, right, at the same time. Relying on the cloud also limits the possibility of deploying IoT devices to locations with little or no internet connection. That's because this can use cellular data. This might be outer space, deep undersea, or places on. Oh shit, they're talking about like in outer space, deep undersea, or places on the Earth's surface that are still fully served by the internet. Oh shit. Okay, they talking some next level stuff. In 2021, we will use edge computing to address these challenges by relocating the processing of data from a central server to geographically closer to where it was gathered. We'll be able to do this thanks to specialist accelerator chipsets developed by companies such as NVIDIA and Intel, which are able to run relatively advanced machine learning algorithms far from the powerful centralized servers of the traditional cloud and sometimes even on the device itself. This will reduce latency to almost zero. Shout out to the homie. We are also developing software and hardware optimization techniques such as model quantization, which will speed up the cloud based processing, further reducing latency. Advances like these will help spread sophisticated IoT devices like my scooters throughout throughout the world. Edge computing will also enable us to have more localized control over our data. A technique known as federated learning allows an algorithm to be trained across multiple servers or edge devices that hold local data samples without the data having to be shared or exchanged. This means that sensitive data, such as medical or proprietary information, can be processed and kept secure on the device itself. An example of this already in use can be found on smartphone keyboards, which create a localized personal library of common keywords and phrases for each individual on their device while sending only summarized changes of the AI model to the cloud for processing. Really? This allows the AI to learn from use cases but protects the privacy of users. Because edge computing reduces dependency on connectivity, it will give more people access to AI solutions. And it also declogs the network somewhat. This will have a big impact in areas of the world such as sub-Saharan Africa and parts of Asia and South America, where many people face serious connectivity issues. Edge computing is already, for example, being used to help subsistence farmers in sub-Saharan African countries. Apps such as AgriTech, developed by Cameroon-based startup, use the camera and machine learning algorithms in their smartphones to help farmers identify disease and pests on their crops. Dope. The farmers get this information immediately in the field. Then, when the phone is near an internet node, the app feed. Oh, okay, all right. So it stores it it stores it on the edge, and then When it gets to a node, boop, dumps it in. That feeds anonymized data into the cloud for further train the centralized algorithm. This is how they're getting down in Africa. Shit. And that's how DiBiase gets down on the beats right there. Combined with the new generation of low orbit satellites, CubeSats, that will reduce latency in the cloud. Edge computing applications such as this are set to revolutionize online life for people in these regions. Man, shout out to Mike B, man. Shit. Been clubbing y'all over the head with this. I don't know how long. In 2021, we will see more breakthroughs brought about by edge computing in medicine, transport industry, agriculture, and the home. Edge's ability to process data in an intelligent way as near as possible to its source will create IoT that will deliver practical benefits to huge groups of people across the globe. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Damn. Damn. All right, got a couple more articles here we're going to cover here. This one we got some EV news, man. Some self-driving and some EV news. This one is from MSNBC or MSN.com. Amazon's electric delivery vehicles hit the road in LA. Throwing up a W out here. Amazon.com's incorporated electric delivery vehicles are on the road in parts of Los Angeles, the e-commerce giant announced on Wednesday. Damn, look at that.
Yeah, 1, 2, you checking out DiBiase live and direct.
A year after announcing plans to purchase 100,000 of the vehicles as part of the company's climate pledge, Amazon is testing the vans on delivery routes. The electric delivery vans will be in up to 15 more cities throughout 2021, with thousands of the vans heading to the streets in coming years. And I'm wondering, this is part of their fleet ownership program, where if you wanted to be a Amazon delivery dude, I don't think that's the actual term, delivery dude, but you know what I mean. I wonder if you can use an electric van, or you can get one of these from them to do that. Amazon has partnered with Rivian to create the vans, leveraging Rivian's customizable skateboard. Now, when they say that, it's no different than Tesla's platform, the Open Motors platform that I developed my shit on, and all the rest of them. It's like a skateboard is just basically it's a flat surface with four wheels. Okay, your basic EV design is a rectangle flat chassis with batteries on it. Okay, and then there's like motors and a wheel. It looks like a skateboard. Now you could literally build anything. You could build anything from a car to a van to a truck to a lunar rover, right? So what they do is they come up with a basic chassis design, and then you can basically create anything on it. Like, it's the same thing with the design that I did. Is like, it's one thing, and you can create a multitude of things, just plop it on top of there. The vehicles can travel up to 150 miles on one charge. Ooh, that's it. Delivery stations across North America. Well, okay, wait a minute. And when I think about it, though, let's say if you're just delivering in LA, like let's say if you're delivering just kind of like in Metro LA, downtown, Hollywood, Mid City, South Central, West Side. I mean, that would be pretty good. Like, if you're not doing like long distance, if it's all like city miles, then I can see it. Yeah, absolutely. The delivery vehicles are being tested for safety, performance in different climates, and other factors. Amazon is also looking into alternative fuels and other innovations that will help it meet its goal of being net zero carbon by 2040, a decade ahead of its Paris water. Okay, let's try this again. Amazon is looking into alternative fuels and other innovations that will help it to meet its goal of being net zero carbon by 2040, a decade ahead of the Paris Agreement. Last year, 20 million packages were delivered in electric vehicles. 20 million. Wow. Amazon reported sales of more than $100 billion late Tuesday and announced that chief executive Jeff Bezos will step down from that role later this year but remain as executive chairman. Yeah, they probably got some young gun coming in. He's about to ramp some shit up. Watch. Amazon stock has gained 61.8% over the last year. The S&P 500 index is up 17% for the past 12 months. Wow. We've been telling y'all Amazon is in the EV game. For sure, for sure. Amazon ran a lot of trucking companies out of business with their freight rates. The USPS is finally realizing the deal with Amazon ain't worth it, and they're delivering that. Man, look it, dude. USPS should have recognized that when they signed up to do like basically just 7 days a week deliveries for the pennies that Amazon was gonna pay them. But supposedly, it has something to do with Amazon leveraging the Pony Express mail or tax law or something, and that's how they're able to get the USPS to essentially like bend over and take it with no VAS, you know. Earl, you said QR code China style. That's what's up. Yep, you already know. They QR code everything in that bitch. Bezos looking at new tech and new industries. Yeah, that's what I mean, engineering cannabis. That's what I mean. He's gonna step down unless some new dude. He's probably gonna yank him from like Google or some shit. So Bezos quit. He's stepping down. He's still gonna be chairman. He's just gonna be stepping down. He's gonna get some young dude. Watch. This dude's gonna basically ramp up all their tech shit. Watch. He's gonna go for. He's gonna put his foot on the throttle. That's what they're bringing him in for. Watch. Whoever this dude is replacing him, watch what's gonna go down. And I'm pretty sure he's pretty much handpicked by Bezos too. So. All right, we got the last article here. We're going to cover this, man, and then we'll go handle some home business, parenthood and all that. And then we'll be back a little bit for an early Sapio live stream. All right, this is another one from MSN. Ford ends electric vehicle deal with China company on the cusp of collapse. Damn. Ford Motor Co. has ended its joint venture electric vehicle plans with China's Zoti, a company with financial trouble so severe that it's fighting for survival. The Ford development, first reported late Wednesday by Reuters in Shanghai, does not change the automaker's commitment to producing vehicles for the largest electric vehicle market in the world. A spokesman with TRE told the Free Press. But that doesn't sound good, man, because we already reported this back in 2019 that Ford basically is pivoting. They're basically Ford autonomous vehicles. That's what they're called now. It's all electric shit. So if you're saying that in the biggest market you're already cutting ties with your development partner and shit, like that's not a good way to start this venture. If anything, our intentions are greater and more ambitious today than they were 3 or 4 years ago, he said. We will fulfill them in a different way. Oh, shit. Okay, let me get to this, man. I got fucking business calls, man. God damn it. Oh. Okay. Pardon me, guys. Yeah, I'll call you back in a minute. Shit. Okay. The agreements with Zotai were signed in 2017 for battery electric vehicle development, in 2018 for smart mobility. Damn, so they were supposed to be just essentially Ford was outsourcing their whole shit because that's essentially what makes up an electric vehicle right there. The battery itself, and then the smart mobility applications, the software that actually drives all of it. I mean, motor and controller components. There's tons of companies you get that shit from. The world is a different place from just 12 months ago, Reed said, not just because of the pandemic. Everybody's talking about electric vehicles more frequently, more loudly, more urgently than even a short time ago. So the circumstances and what made sense as relatively recently as 2017 seemed like forever ago. But it's not because Ford's interest in technology and implications of electric vehicle development have diminished, Reed said. Quite the opposite. You better not give me a freaking paywall. Okay, there you go. All right. We entered agreements to develop joint ventures, but never actually formed the joint ventures. Okay, so they had some tentative agreements on the table. This is sort of like our situation with Mahindra. That's an Indian company, where we announced an agreement to pursue a joint venture, but when we terminated the agreement with Mahindra in December, we hadn't actually formed a joint venture, nor had we started either technologies, battery electric vehicles, or smart mobility with Zotai. So what are you doing? You cut ties with Mahindra, you go to Zotai, Zotai goes out of business, now you're screwed. Jeez. Ford's ambitions involving electric vehicles overall, and specifically in China, are higher than ever. Yeah, because Tesla's already there, about to hand you your lunch. This is not ending a joint venture. This is not going forward with creating one. Oh, you gotta love that word salad. We are not signaling stepping back. No, you're just saying we're not doing it. Zotai did not respond to news media inquiries about Ford. Of course you didn't. You're going out of business. In the last few years, China has softened its joint venture requirement for automobile production, said Sam Fiorani, Vice President of Global Vehicle Forecasting at Auto Forecast Solutions based in Chester Springs, Pennsylvania. Today, a foreign company no longer needs a partner to build electric vehicles in China, removing one reason to start working with Zotai. Oh, that's why they may have done that. They're like, screw you guys. We'll make more money. We'll need you. Additionally, Zotai is in deep financial trouble. Well, that's an obvious reason why you'd cut ties. Requiring state intervention to continue. Yeah. Meanwhile, Ford plans to move forward with this joint venture with Changan, allowing the Dearborn car maker to produce the already developed Mustang Mach-E in the country, and quickly with little additional investment. Okay, they're already set, ready to go. Ford cut loose from a company on life support, according to news media reports. Zotai struggles to survive and is on the cusp of collapse, reported Kaixin Global, a Beijing-based Chinese media organization, in June. The headline, damn, it was back in June. Headline the story, from Ford partner to dying electric vehicle maker. Well, damn. This portrayal of lost potential with Ford was grim after Zotai made global headlines in 2017 for its new energy vehicle partner in China. Zotai's wheels had many of their own special characteristics, including poor accounting. I don't know if that's special. That's usually what screws a lot of companies over. And internal control practices that led its auditor, Baker Tilly, China, to publish a disclaimer of opinion. Shit. When your auditor publishes that means that they don't really think highly of you. Due to its inability to evaluate the company's financial assets, like they're looking at their books and they're like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? But the company's troubles are also part of a broader industry shakeup now gripping China's NEV sector, which feasted for years on strong government support, only to lose much of it over the last 2 years. But yeah, if you're still trying, well, I'll spare my commentary on that. During the visit by then President Donald Trump to China in 2017, Ford and Zotai officials said they would invest a combined $756 million to set up a 50-50 joint venture in China to build small electric passenger vehicles. Reuters reported in 2018, Ford announced signing a memorandum of understanding for another venture that would make Ford vehicles for ride-hailing fleets. According to the Boston Consulting Group, the local e-hailing market is expected to grow by 19% annually through 2020, with an overall fleet size potentially reaching up to 26 million. Global automakers, including Ford and General Motors, have said they value their operations in China and seek to expand manufacturing capacity. China, like California, is using government incentives and restrictions to increase the adoption of electric vehicles. Their lower emissions are seen as critical to improving air quality. Well, they're nice too. Ford announced on January 27th that Mustang Mach-E SUV will be manufactured by Chang'an Ford for customers in China. I'm still out to lunch on that way that thing looks. In a statement to Reuters, Ford said it would pursue more flexible business model in China that would see it utilize its existing operations in the country and elsewhere and build related business centers. Things are more fluid now than ever in China, said Joe McKay, president of Auto Forecast Solutions. In the infancy of the electrification push, lots of players were looking to carve out a niche for themselves for long-term success. Now, as this market is maturing and trying to take shape, investments need to be more strategic, he said. We will start seeing some smaller players with minimal resources and limited global reach start to fade away in favor of larger established organizations. Zota has been looking for partners and distributors to push its product. Well, I would probably be interested, man, if your books weren't cooked and you guys weren't like kind of a questionable business nature. However, they assemble far fewer vehicles than Chang'an Ford. The Chang'an Ford partnership has been well established for many years, with historical production and capacity reaching 1 million units of Ford, Lincoln, and Volvo products. Volvo is now part of Geely, Chinese group, Geely. The current model of hundreds of global EV players is unsustainable. Well, I'll tell you this much: me and my partner, we definitely gonna be one of them. So we gonna be in the mix for sure, for sure. Countries like China, who want to claim electrification dominance, will subsidize the players they deem to be the winners in this space, leaving the smaller players in the dust. He said, so they're going to kill big oil to use in their EV. Well, China runs the battery game, so they have every interest of having EVs be the vehicle du jour, if you will. But you also have, the Paris climate change and other agreements where basically all of Europe is getting rid of petrol vehicles as of 2030. Ford's going to stop making gas vehicles. So pretty much, yeah. Oh, you said it's a bit loud, Johnny. My bad. I'm using these other headphones, man. So shit. So these sound different than my other ones. My other ones, the music always sounds louder. So I always get the volume right with my other headphones. Okay, so we've covered Black Tech Talk for this week. Just kind of covering the tech space across the board. We talked a little bit of crypto. We talked a little bit of EVs. We talked Africa. Yeah, so that's what's going on for this week. We'll try to get something going for this weekend. Another kind of like Saturday IT talk we used to do. I'm gonna touch base with Johnny Blaze, see if we got the fatherhood talk for this Saturday in the morning, and then we'll try to get something tech oriented going for afternoon my time, like around 12ish, and then we can try to get back on that on Saturdays. So here's what we'll do. We're gonna go ahead and shut it down. And like I said, we'll be back in a little while for a Sapio live stream. We'll try to do an early evening one because we have a dinner we're gonna be cooking tonight, and I'm gonna be doing that later. So I'm gonna shut this down. We're gonna go run to the grocery store, grab all of our ingredients,
yo.
Yeah,
Hey, shit don't know,
that's
man.
what we're
You
gonna
checking
do.
out Mr. DiBiase
So
right now,
I
man.
will catch
Listen,
y'all
Rhino
in
TV,
about
live in
2.5 hours. I think I have it
Hollywood,
scheduled for
California.
5:30 my
You
time.
already know, man. We West Coasting over here, man. Let
Yeah,
'em
you hear
know,
him in the
G.
background. We West Coasting over here. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I thank you guys for joining us for this Black Tech Talk, episode 645. Hit the like button on the way out, share it with your fellow techies, and we will see y'all here in just a bit. All right, peace.